One of my favorite things about the tour at Jack's place was meeting Sarah. I asked her why she was working at JBB. And she said she had no background in manufacturing, and she came from a hospital, and she was doing the same thing over and over every day, got really tired of it, just didn't feel like she was growing as a person. And she saw these YouTube videos of this company near her, manufacturing company, and the employees, they were making all these changes and improvements and smiling and just making a difference and making their work area better and better each day. So she thought that looked like fun. She thought there was purpose in that. And so she applied, and she said she never looked back. She gained all the training that she needed through the daily morning meetings, and just was able to make improvements and be engaged. And that's my favorite part about 2 Second Lean. How do we not just get 200 people's hands working for us, but how do we get their hearts and their brains as well? Because they're all smart people. And so that's one of my favorite things about this 2 Second Lean organization, this 2 Second Lean method way of working. So take a look at day number 2 at this summit. About to start here on our lean manufacturing tour. So 50 manufacturers from all over the world came to this event, and the first thing we do is have a morning meeting at the Gemba on the shop floor. So this is what it looks like. So one of the lean principles from the 2 Second Lean environment is a daily morning meeting with all the employees. Smaller by department if needed, but it's training, it's onboarding that never ever stops. It's ongoing perpetual training of eliminating waste, making our jobs easier, safer, and so you spend a little bit of time each morning learning something. So over here this morning, Paul, the author of 2 Second Lean Improvements, 2 Second Lean book, he taught us the principle of keeping the rope tight.
We know that one of the cornerstones of lean is standards. We create standards how we work. We create standards how we lead a morning meeting. We create standards on how we package a box. We create standards on how we make coffee, how we clean the bathroom. Everything is a standard. But the standard is worthless if you don't hold people accountable, if you don't live by the standard. So I would say that from my experience traveling to 130 countries and meeting a lot of people, millions of people all over the world, that most people say and don't do. That the vast majority, 95% of the people, create a standard and they let the standard go slack. But in our lean community, this is what we do. We establish a standard. I walk into the bathroom, I don't wipe up the sink. I see someone not wipe up the sink. They see me not wipe up the sink as a president. They say, hey Paul, you forgot to wipe up the sink. And that's holding the rope tight. This is a standard. The standard is only good. You can create all the great SOPs you want. But if you don't believe in them, believe in the power of them, and you hold everyone accountable, whether you're the president of the company or whether or not you're the first day, it doesn't matter. This is the way a standard is done. Okay? I learned this in Japan. This is the way Toyota does it. They respect it.
Somewhere is a defect. I wasn't watching. I don't know.
It was going over each one of those.
Okay, yeah. I've got a problem with that sensor. It's not detecting the tubes.
Okay. When the program ran into a problem, the robot would pick up the bell and ring it so that people could hear it needed attention. That is smart.
This leaf here. So basically what this does is we've got different size boxes. Now when you're packing, you don't want to be on the floor bending down all day. It's just a struggle. So this is up and down according to what box size you've got. So try and use one of the big boxes. You will have it at the lower setting. There's no bending down. Use one of the smaller boxes. You'll have it at this height. So again, there's no.
Can you do that again?
Yeah, right. That's okay.
Again?
Yeah, right. That's okay.
I'm gonna have to go up there and make sure there's not someone up there.
Someone just doing this all the time, doing that in company.
The only reason a company can have 2 employees doing 1,200 to 1,600 packages a day is because they can make these improvements. That stand that makes the box holder go higher and lower, that pedal that makes the corrugated paper come out the top, the conveyors, the printer right there where he needs it, the glue gun right where he needs it. Only reason they can do that is because they get half an hour to an hour, whatever it is, every day just to make improvements before they start production. You have to sometimes go slower before you can go faster. And man, it's just so much fun to see the smiles on their faces and the ownership that they take in the area that they work, and the production, the performance, and the quality is just unmatchable. It's amazing.